The world's leading AI models, Grok, ChatGPT and Gemini, go head-to-head in this video as I ask them to predict the upcoming fights for UFC 322. Then when all the fights are played out, we're going to find out which one is most accurate and reliable. So just to let you know, I'll be doing these predictions videos and results videos for all of the main UFC events, the ones that are numbered basically. So the next one I'll do will be Dvalishvili versus Yan 2. And then if I can find some more time and get a bit more organized in the future, I'll branch out and do the fight nights as well. But just to say, if you are a UFC fan and you want to see these AI predictions for all the main UFC fights, then please hit that subscribe button. But anyway, let's jump into it. So we'll go in bout order, meaning I'll start with the 4 prelim fights and then go on to the 5 main card fights. But just to say, the main event between Makhachev and Della Maddalena, all 3 AI models have predicted the exact same winner, method of victory and round. So that is very interesting. But as I said, we'll start on the prelims and we'll get to that eventually. So the first fight on the prelims is Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cody Haddon. And Grok and Gemini both agree, and they think that is going to be a Wellmaker decision, whereas ChatGPT thinks that's going to be a round 2 KO by Wellmaker. Then we've got Erin Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez, and again, Grok and Gemini are agreeing, and they think that's going to be a round 3 submission by Blanchfield, and ChatGPT thinks it's going to be a round 2 submission by Blanchfield. Next up, we've got Roman Kopylov versus Gregory Rodriguez, and Grok thinks that is going to be a round 2 TKO by Rodriguez. ChatGPT thinks it's going to be a round 3 TKO by Rodriguez, and Gemini thinks that's going to be a straight up KO in round 2 by Rodriguez. And the featured prelim fight, which is Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira, and Grok thinks that is going to be a decision win by Bo Nickel. ChatGPT thinks that's going to be a round 1 submission by Vieira, and Gemini thinks it's also going to be a round 1 submission, but by Bo Nickel. Right, onto the main card, and we're starting with Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Grok and Gemini both agree again here, and that is on a round 2 TKO by Saint-Denis, and ChatGPT thinks Dariush is going to win this by decision. Next up, we've got Carlos Prates versus Leon Edwards. And Grok thinks that's going to be a round 1 knockout by Prates. ChatGPT thinks Edwards is going to win by decision. And Gemini thinks that Prates is winning in round 1 by TKO. Moving on, we've got Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. And Grok thinks that Sean Brady is going to sub Morales in round 2. And ChatGPT and Gemini both think Brady is going to win by decision. Okay, onto the co-main event between Valentina Shevchenko and Zhongwei Li for the women's flyweight title. And all 3 models are predicting the same here, and that is a decision win by Valentina Shevchenko. And finally, the big fight, the main event between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title. And all models are perfectly aligned here and are predicting a Makhachev round 3 submission. So here are the full set of predictions on screen from the models themselves, and we've got that uniformity with the 2 title fights. Obviously they're predicting exactly the same thing, but a decent amount of opposition and some different outcomes with the rest of the fights, including the prelims. I do think this main card, all 5 fights, every single one could go either way, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens, and then we'll do the results video once all the fights are played out. So hit that subscribe button and join me for that and see which one was most accurate. And that is basically the video. I'd just like to quickly say, if you did watch up to this point, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. It does mean a lot to a small channel like me. And if I could just ask you to subscribe and like if you haven't already, I'd be very grateful for that as well. But in any event, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.